The UK is undergoing an energy transformation, but with two opposing pathways. The UK government in England appears to continue its fixation with nuclear power, while the Scottish government prefers to make use of the country's abundant natural resources. It also promotes localised systems to help meet its ambitious renewable energy targets and address many of the uncertainties that surround future energy generation. I wanted to explore the motivations, impacts and expectations of community renewable energy production, so I visited the Isle of Eigg, a small community-owned island off the west coast of Scotland. Egg's autonomous grid uses a combination of wind, solar and hydropower to supply electricity to its 40 households. The island has never been connected to the mainland grid, and although a few households previously had independent renewable systems, most relied on diesel generators. I saw signs of fossil fuel still being used around the island, but many homes display solar water heating tubes and solar panels. I was surprised at how inconspicuous the grid is. I could just make out the 4 modest-sized wind turbines as specks on top of a hill when approaching the island by ferry, but the turbines, solar panels and hydro plants were hard to find without knowing where to look. The grid has been criticised for being costly, inefficient and for using aggressive management techniques such as an energy cap, but islanders I spoke to refute the criticism and rate the grid as a success. Residents such as Maggie Fife claim the grid has made life on Eigg much easier. The grid's success is both contextual and holistic. It relies on the interactions between social, cultural, environmental and technological forces and how users perceive these relationships. For example, residents highlighted the many drivers behind the system. These include the available natural resources, demonstrating the viability of such a system to others, the desire for a cleaner and quieter environment, political support, funding, and previous experience with small-scale renewables. As parts, each influenced the grid and in turn influenced each other. One significant driver was the community autonomy of the island and the sense of empowerment that it brought. Subsequently, the grid further strengthened the community, improved the local environment, increased energy awareness, and increased support for community renewables and their political proponents. This study recognises the multidimensional nature of transitioning to small-scale sustainable management methods such as Egg's renewable grid. This can help address the why, the meanings, perceptions and conceptualizations that much sustainability research has lacked in recent decades. On Eigg, islanders had little choice but to implement an autonomous system if they wanted a reliable 24-hour-a-day electricity supply. However, the energy democracy I saw in place on Eigg opens up a broader debate on community democracy. Certainly, on the small Scottish island it appears the two are intrinsically linked.